Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to just be focusing on Bitcoin because to me, it's the most important thing on the market right now. Because if you follow Bitcoin, all the other cryptos are going to go with it. It runs the market. We all know this. Like we had this bounce area, and I always talk about front running this bounce area. Right here, we had 34,183. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Is that right? Yeah, and it went up to, let's see, let me go to this chart. It went to 34 377. But we always talk about front running it $150 to $200, guys. So we were looking at that level for the bounce. We got that area. And so that was an area to look for the bounce. And you can see my ugly W. And if you guys would have watched my video all the way to the end, you would have seen how I drew this area right in this area up. And I'll just play a quick little clip from that from yesterday's video so you guys can check that out real quick. This is my bonus here for you guys. So we could be creating a nice W pattern right here where we go here, here, and then we come down. We could do an ugly W, but we could come down a little bit lower and then boom, and then break this area and off we go. Now, if we get up to this area and get rejected, this will turn into an M pattern, and then we could go down farther. So keep an eye on that. Guys, listen. All right, so that's what we were looking at, guys. A little W pattern. We did come down farther, just like I predicted. That did happen. Now, when this happened, guys, with all the FUD, I'm going to be honest with you. I usually 90% of the 95 or even 100% of the time, this is when I take this trade. Okay. Especially when there's panic, the more fear, the more panic, the better it is to buy our targets down here. And not only that, but it lines up with this trend line that I have right here. Even though it didn't touch the trend, you can see the trend here. So it's kind of holding trend. But I'll be honest with you guys, I am a little disappointed in myself because I never trade off emotions, but I will admit that I did trade. Well, I didn't trade off emotions because I actually did make a trade because I wasn't sure what was going on with what's going on in Ukraine and everything that's going on with Russia. And I let my emotions get the best of me. And now this is when showing no emotions in trading is, we are human, guys. Okay. And usually when we trade charts, we don't trade with emotion. We just trade off the charts. And unfortunately, I let my emotions get to me, guys. And I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, education purpose only. I've never done this on my channel. I've never talked about emotions or we just trade the chart. We always look at the chart and we trade it. We have our targets down there. We buy in that zone. We come up here. We sell up into this zone. This is from yesterday's video. I didn't touch anything. Look, we hit our zone perfect. This is still the area I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Above 39,600. Like to see a daily candle closing above there. But reality is, for me to get very, very bullish, again, I can get rid of all these lines. And I have a new chart here, guys. And we can just draw this up to make it a little bit more simple and a little bit more easier for you guys. I just wanted to show you yesterday's chart and what we talked about because I always want to keep my channel as real as possible for you guys. Okay. I want to keep it, as real as I can get it. Now, we talk about this W right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then we can come back up here. And this would be the area right here. Let me get a magnet. Right here at the 45,830 area. If we get a 4 to 6 hour or a daily candle or a 12-hour closing above this area, that's when I would start getting very, very bullish. Okay. Now, I do want to see a daily candle closing above this 50-day moving average first thing and then holding as support. That would be very nice. I don't want to see us come up here and get rejected. That is something I don't want to see. Okay. But right now, guys, this is a possibility. And for this possibility, our target for this breakout would be around 60,000. Now, if this does happen, what we could see is something like this happening because we want to see the retest of the W. So we have the break here. So we could come up here out of this W, okay? Either get up to this 48, come back down, retest, and then go, or we could go a little bit higher, come up to this 52, come back down and retest and go. That's only if we break out of this. Now we're still looking bearish in my opinion until we get above this 45,830 mark. Okay, once that happens, then yes, I'm talking long term, guys. Bullish on the long term. Short term, this is looking good right now. I mean, look, to me, it's a little confusing on you know all the FUD that's going on, and you would think, yeah, our target was down here, and there was a lot of technical values of this trade going on, and but fundamentally, I mean, guys, we could break out into something nasty when it comes to a war here, and I don't know what to expect from that. So yeah, I am a little cautious. I don't like trading with emotions. It's something that you should not do. I don't recommend it. You trade the charts, and this is why we should always trade the charts. Okay. But this morning, I will admit, for the first time in my life, not for the first time in my life, but the first time on my channel, because usually I'd say, hey guys, this is the area we're buying, buy this dip, buy this bounce. But even though I said look for that area in yesterday's video, me personally, I scared myself away from it. Okay, there's a lot of FUD going around. I'm driving down the highway. I'm seeing army trucks with army soldiers packed in them. I got F-150s flying over my house. I'm seeing fighter jets flying over my house. This is something I'm not used to seeing. I'm in the United States, guys, just to let you know. Okay, I'm not used to seeing this stuff. So for me, yeah, I spooked my own self out. I should have took this trade. I'm very disappointed in myself, but I'm always going to be honest with you guys on my channel. This is what it is. Now, are we looking better? Yeah. Let's look at some of the indicators. Um, I would like to see the daily candle closing. If we get above 38,727 on the daily by tomorrow, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern time, then yeah, we could see more upside if we get above that 38,727 area. Let's see, the RSI is looking good. We still haven't crossed out of my 50 yet on here, and we still haven't crossed my moving average here. I really want to see a break of that, but we got some really, really nice bullish divergence. So I want to see how that plays out. We're also getting a cross up on the stochastic indicator. Let's look at this RSI. It'll enter this bullish control zone if we get above 50,000. We're not even close to that yet. But yeah, it's looking like this 44,500 is a nice level as well. But and look, it exits bear control zone around 41,200, and that does sound about right to me. Okay, because if you look here, I drew this up. I could probably draw it up on this one for you guys to see it a little bit better. But there is a trend here. How much time do we have? We're only 8 minutes in. There is a trend right here. And guys, I know I'm not talking about Ethereum or anything else tonight like I usually do, but Bitcoin, guys, runs this market. Okay. So if you buy the dip on Bitcoin, or you buy the breakout on Bitcoin, Ethereum, all your small cap coin, everything's going to run with it. Okay. That's just the way it is. So it's very, very important that we concentrate on Bitcoin. All right. But yeah, I would probably start taking position if we do break this trend, guys. Now, to be safe, you would wait for this W. But if we break this trend and we get some kind of confirmation on it and go, or we can break this trend and do something like this, where we come up out of here and go like that, like we talked about. Either one is very bullish to me. So, yes, that's what I would be looking for, the bullish side of things. and then get past this 200-day moving average, which currently right now, this will start to fall down though as we stay down. But currently right now it's coming in right around 49, let's see, 49, 380 area. So I would like to see us getting a daily candle closing above there. But yeah, I mean, everything's looking a lot better on the daily. We had a nice turnaround today. 4 hour, wow, we're seeing some nice bullish divergence here. We're seeing a cross. I would like to see this volatility get a little bit higher. Why it moves up? Because we could just trade a little sideways, or the market's a little bit indecisive. Now you can see the price differences on Binance, guys, compared to Coinbase. Look how much higher it is on Coinbase. And then look at just changed on Binance. Look how this moves like this. Okay, the prices are different. On every platform, the prices are different. So you want to make sure if you're trading on Binance, use a Binance chart. If you're trading on Coinbase, use a Coinbase chart. Whatever your platform you're trading on, that's the chart you want to trade. FTX, whatever it is, that's what you want to use. Okay. Now, some people are asking me, what do you think is going to happen with crypto, with this war, things like that? Well, I could see a couple things happening, guys. Um, Bitcoin was made for this. When everything started crashing back in the United States in 2008, people were trying to line up to get their money out of the bank in New York City because of the real estate. Now all the real estate, the Michael Berry thing, where he's The Big Short. If you ever guys see that movie, but that was a big deal then, and that's when crypto was created because people were lining up and they were having trouble getting money out of the bank because the bank was going under. Now we're seeing the same thing right now in Russia and Ukraine. You could see here how they're packing the lines. I mean, look at this headline. Ukrainian Russians are packing ATM lines, prompting fears of what happened in the U.S. during the Great Depression. And now you can see them lining up, just trying to get their money out. Think about that, guys. They're trying to line up. They're lining up right now as we speak, just because the governments own your money. And now this can happen in the United States too. This has happened in the United States. Can happen anywhere in the world. That's why crypto and Bitcoin are such big assets, because if the banks do fall, your money's, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to be lining up hoping to get your money. And if they decide to close down, I think it was, where was it? Was it Colombia? One of the countries, they just shut down and people just lost their money. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they literally lined up to try to get their money, and the bank said, no, sorry, your money's gone. Where was that? Oh, anyways, this is what I'm looking at on the charts. I don't want to get too political with things. I want to keep this chart based. But yeah, people are asking me, what do you think is going to happen? Well, crypto was kind of made for these situations. And where are they going to go with their money? They're not going to put it back in the bank, right? If it was me, I would be putting it in crypto. I'd be buying Bitcoin, actually, to be honest with you. So, but at the same time, guys, this can get ugly. I mean, this can get ugly. There's China FUD out there. There's the Fed FUD. There's this. There's the United States is going to get, guys, from what I'm seeing. I don't know what's going on in your states, but what I'm seeing in my state, we're getting ready for war here. The United States is going to get involved. There's no doubt in my mind within the next week or two, this is going to escalate to something bigger. And we're not going to just sit here and put sanctions on them and do what we're doing. I could see us setting up something's happening. This is not the environment I'm used to living in the United States, with army trucks, with army soldiers driving down the street and fighter jets flying over my house. This is not something that I'm used to seeing. Okay. So for me, I think things are about to change. This is probably going to get worse. So could we see this type of move? This W? Yeah, but I mean, I'd probably wait for this. Wait for this price action to move, to be on the safe side. I like buying the dips. We're dip buyers here. We bought all the bottoms. We call these bottoms, but at the same time, there is a lot of FUD, so we got to be careful. And we also could see something like this, where this war is just, it is what it is. We accept it. Ukraine, everything, we accept it. And then all of a sudden, the United States comes in and we create this M pattern, and then we can see these downside targets. Okay, that's when it can get ugly. We create the M pattern instead of the W. So nothing is guaranteed. Now, is this the daily candle that I've been waiting? Yes, I really like this candle. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, are the futures looking bad? Yes. Last time I checked, they were all in the red. But today, guys, the stock market was loving it. It all went green. There was green across the board. The Nasdaq was up 3%. I mean, they were really loving this move. So was it unexpected? Yes. But that's the market, guys. I didn't know what to expect. I've never been in a situation like this where, I mean, when's the last time? I mean, we haven't seen anything like this since maybe the early 90s. And, I wasn't trading in the early 90s. Okay. So I'm not that old. I'm old, but I'm not that old. All right. But we haven't really seen, a big time war like we're seeing now. And we're possibly could see, a lot of countries stepping in. So this could be something where turns out to be a World War III type of situation. I'm not sure, but it's shaping up that way. So could Bitcoin go up higher? Yes, but this is a tough situation for me, even as a trader, because I'm looking at the chart and I hate. This is not how I trade, guys. I don't trade with emotions. Okay, I just don't, and I'm upset with myself that I did, because this was a nice move. This was a nice move, and it's not. I didn't even make the trade. I made no trade. I saw it. I said to myself, this is the time to buy. This is the time to buy. We talked about yesterday's video. I always talk to you guys about these things. If we go lower, these are the targets. And I got to that target and I didn't execute it, guys. But that's part of the game. It's part of the game. I'm not used to doing that, but that's what I did. I don't, I'm just being honest with you guys. That's what I did, guys, and yeah, does it stink? Yeah. Now what do? Now I have to wait for, me personally, now that I missed this bottom. Yeah, I might have to buy higher now. I might have to buy higher and wait for some kind of move that I can see where we're going to the upside, because I want to guarantee that I'm making money. I don't want to, get a fake out here. Okay. Because they could be raising the markets just to short it, because they like to do that as well, too. So they'll make everything look good. They'll buy it and then they'll turn around short it, because, they'll get those positions for a lot cheaper, especially and I'm talking about the stock market now in this sense, guys. Okay. So they'll raise the stock market. They'll get the NASDAQ going. They'll get everybody excited, thinking everything's looking good and dandy, and then they can buy their puts and everything for cheaper, because obviously when things are going down, when you're shorting, everything's more expensive. So you want to short when things are going up and everybody's happy and things are going good. That's when they hit you with the short. So could this be a fake out? Yes. Could there be more continued to the upside? Yes. So right now, this is a tug of war. And I mean, you could see the tug of war candle. I like this candle. Actually, the tug of war candle is more on Ethereum. Now that I'm looking up at this Ethereum chart, it's kind of that even candle, but I still like that Ethereum candle as well, guys. So, but that's it for tonight's video. I love all you guys. Be safe out there. However you guys want to make your decisions, make them. But these are tough decisions right now to make. And guys, make sure you guys sub, hit the bell, hit the all. I appreciate all the new followers. I just started this channel. I appreciate all the new followers on Twitter, which I'll put my link to Twitter in the description. Much love to all you guys. I appreciate you guys, and peace out.